Oh, somebody gave me. Wait, whoops. What did I do? Somebody gave me a like. Who was that? Hi. Yes. I was warming up some lasagna. You know the lasagna you get, the frozen one? I'm warming it up. Because I'm starving and I just picked up my son, so we gotta eat something. Well, actually, yes, my son got him. Yeah. Hi, Caleb. Hi, Tima. So yeah, out of my family, me and my son got him. Oh, you don't eat cheese. Are you lactose intolerant or? So I'm hoping to get ingredients. I'm gonna start at least cooking next week. I'm supposed to be going live cooking, and so the first week of school for my son, it's been kind of crazy a little bit. So, but I'm hoping I can start cooking next week, and you guys can. Um, yes, I had. So it's actually a frozen one that I'm warming up, and it already has cheese on it. Yeah, even my husband doesn't eat cheese. I have to remove it for him. So, if I was making from scratch, which I can do as well, um, I would have to take out the cheese too and separate it. Yeah, he doesn't like American cheese. He eats Mexican cheese, which is weird. Yeah. So this is the big frozen one that comes in. If you go to Walmart, Target, they always have the big frozen one. So I usually warm it up once in a blue moon. But typically, I just cook stuff from scratch, which you guys are gonna see later. Yeah. So he has cheese. Yes, I have an almost 9 year old. Yeah. So we I just picked him up from school. We just got back, and it's Friday. Yay! So yeah, the goal was I'm gonna start trying to come on the next week to start coming on live cooking around lunchtime. But I haven't bought the ingredients for the stuff that I want to do, so I have to kind of plan it out. I'm gonna do some African food and then some regular like American or yes. I'm in my 40s. I mean, I know I don't look it, but yes, I'm in my 40s, and people, it's so weird. Since I've been on this live, one of the things that I've noticed is like people keep thinking I'm younger than I am, and then you're 9, you're a baby. So people keep confusing that. They keep saying like, "Wait, how old are you?" Because and one person asked me how I have a house, and I'm like, I am in my 40s. Like I'm married. I got a kid. So it's so funny.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I hope you guys are. Oh, well, there's only one person in here. I hope you are doing great.
Yes.
I've just been trying to get myself together for the first week of school for him and to come back to going live. It's been a little bit of a challenge. Sometimes I'm just exhausted when I get back to, like, I wake up about like around 6:45 or so, get him, sometimes he eats breakfast and then get him ready and then I look okay, which is okay. 38 is good. I'll take that. I'm 43, but yeah. So it's like I get 30s, but then there's people who thought I was under 30. So I don't know. And like when I do, a little bit of eyebrows and eyeliner and all that, and I have my bun out instead of, the extensions. Yeah, people think I'm way younger. But even in real life, like, and I used to wonder because for a long time when I was single, I never got approached by older men. I was hoping, like way older, but it was usually under 30, and I would be like, I'm too old. And, it's like, oh, age is a number. So I used to laugh so hard at that. Um, yeah, but I'm just trying to wait for that lasagna to cool down a little bit. Um, so hopefully in the weekend I can make something, then we can eat that. But lasagna sometimes it really does help, like those meals that you can just grab really fast because you can't cook all the time, or you cook and freeze it, for the week. Um, yeah, so he says to say hi. Are you playing Roblox, Fortnite, or any kind of games like that? Because that's something that my son is obsessed with. Roblox has been taken over. He's buying Robux. Um, it's the thing. So when he's not, he gets a break. I let him, use it a little bit after school. Just let his brain kind of just, you know. But so far, so good for the first week. Not bad. The teacher seems good and cool, and so. Gotta put it back in the oven and let it. Oh, your mom is 39. You know what? I love 40. I really enjoyed that. It was so many new things happening with my body. I felt different, but and your dad is 30. Oh, so there's an age gap. Okay. Yeah, 40s. When I turned 40, I actually felt the same, but like felt the same, meaning that my personality and all that, like just the same kind of energy. The only thing that I noticed is all the perimenopause symptoms. That's the only thing that kind of started messing with me. And yeah, that was so it's an adjustment. I have some good days and some days that are really rough. So 40s, but I feel so good because I feel like I don't apologize as much now in my 40s, meaning that, for no reason. Like before, I was just saying sorry, sorry all the time. And sorry for everything. It's like, hi, Gracie. But now I don't really. And I get mad, but I don't like dwell on it. Before I used to like, girl, mad and just hold on to everything. Now it's like I get mad and I forget sometimes because I got things to worry about. And so yeah, I think 40s has been really. I just feel really good and free. I can't explain it, but it's like I'm starting not to care too much about what people think, and that's a good feeling. I just kind of I try to find things that make me happy. Um, and if something makes me feel the other way, I just try to stay away from it. So the block button is one of my favorite things, like on my phone. Like if I can't, you just doing too much and I can't deal with it, I just block. I can't deal with certain people now, and if your energy is very negative, I just can't do it. Like if I feel like you're pulling me down in some way, or I can't, because my mental is not. It's so limited. Like yeah. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully uh
Oh, you missed.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Trying to show me. Shut up.
Yeah. But let me put this here, and so that's all I'm waiting for. I'm timing my. I need a banana. I've been craving a banana. Let me get one. Anybody who likes bananas, I love bananas. That's one of my favorite things. With peanut butter. Oh, so good on toast. That's one of my favorite things too. Um, so good.
I'm in a mood. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
So I'm just waiting for my lasagna to thaw and so I can eat something because I'm starving, guys. It is now 2:13. So yeah, we barely just got home. And another fun fact about me is I can't really drink water without ice in it. I love ice cold water, and then I got my son into that too. So now we both can't. It's like we have to drink water with ice in it. It's just like water without ice. I can't.
Because you want it cool.
Yeah, we like water cold. Yeah. So let me. Actually, I need to do that. I need to refill my water too.
What are you doing?
Mm. I think this is ready now.
You going? Shit. Shit. Actually, for real.
Hi, that name looks familiar. You were on my live before, right? Yeah, that for sure. That name looks. Yeah. Hello.
Go! Shit!
So I just warmed up frozen lasagna. Some people don't like cheese. So people that don't like cheese, I'm sorry. I was starving. I'm from the U.S., originally from East Africa. So I'm trying to eat lunch right now because I'm starving. Oh, Memphis, I've heard great things about Tennessee. What's cool out there? What do you like to do there? Tennessee. I know they have an accent, right? Tennessee. The music, I know the music is good. What's that famous artist that's from it? I'm not Beyonce. The other artist. No, Beyonce's from Texas, right? Wait, Beyonce's from Texas, right? And then Tennessee. Who's the famous one? Oh, you drive a truck in Memphis. Oh, a truck driver. Okay. You know you guys get a bad rap though. I'm not gonna say it, but there's a lot of bad rap for truck drivers. Because I was watching this TikTok and they listed all the, like, if you are a single woman, oh yeah, I'm married, yeah. But I saw this TikTok that listed all the occupations that you need to avoid, like as a single woman, if you're looking to avoid this men in these positions and jobs. And truck driver was up on that list. Then police and um, then police, the army, and then. So I was just laughing when I saw truck driver. That's what I thought about. Oh my god. But yeah. Don't need no bucket? What? Don't understand. It was a TikTok thing. But then again, you can't speak for everyone, right? So I just, but when I saw you that you were truck, that's where my mind went for some reason. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm married. I mean, we're just having a conversation. There's nothing wrong with that. Hi, Universal Uno. No, conversation is welcome. I don't mind that. You know, my husband knows that I go on live, so he doesn't care. So, frozen lasagna, and a lot of people on here didn't like cheese, and so I'm trying to hide it from showing the cheese part because some people hate cheese and they're like lasagna. What? So it's a frozen one. I just had to make something because we just got home. I picked up my son, and yeah, you too.
Oh shit!
So yeah, I just had to eat something really fast because I'm starving, and it's Friday. Woo! Mmm, cheese and butter. I'm not the biggest fan of butter. Um, so disclaimer: if you don't like cheese, don't look. Close your eyes. But this is the frozen lasagna that I warmed up from Walmart. Don't look if you don't like cheese. Disclaimer. Yeah, so just eating a quick lunch. I was like, let me go on live.
Oh, I just got it.
So some people are lactose intolerant, and then there's people who just don't like the taste of cheese. And so yeah. So I make a really good spaghetti too. Then I make some African food as well. So I'm gonna start doing that on the live. Maybe next week I'll start doing cooking. And yeah, but I'm assuming they probably get like pizza without but pizza without cheese. How does that taste? Like a flatbread? For people that don't like cheese, how do you eat your pizza? Do you just get the bread and just put all the stuff on top with a little olive oil or something? Oh, I need water. Thirsty. Oh, okay. But it's good, right? With the what is that thing where you mix it with oregano, olive oil, and Italian seasoning and all that, and just spread it on the bread. That's good too, right? I forgot the name. There's gosh, I forgot how you call that.
Got it.
But it looks so nice and good and yummy. Oh, I need water, water, water. Where's my glass of water? I gotta drink some water, water. I'm so thirsty. Oh, I'm thirsty. Okay. Whew, I love water on a hot day. It's like almost 80 something in California right now. So water is good.
How am I doing this? Oh!
All right. Whew. Let me turn this off. Put this down. Turn off this light and try to sit down because whew, this mama is tired.
My knees are-
Ah! Just mess up my line. This mama is tired. Oh my god, guys. Whew, I'm next to the AC now. I already had my little lunch. Let me sit down for a second. Collect my thoughts together. Oh, wow. So what do you guys have planned for the weekend? What's what you guys got planned?
Chill! Wait! What? Where did you come from?
Oh, oh, Tennessee's beautiful. Hi, Valentina. I like that name. One of my favorite hot sauces is Valentina. Valentina. I like that name. Ooh, Tennessee's beautiful. So yeah, but like, what are some things you do there that are really cool? Valentina the 14th. Oh yeah, Valentine's Day. You mean? Like Valentine's Day?
I'm in a mood.
Valentina. Hey. You know what's funny though? Like Valentine's Day's. Oh, Valentine's Day for me, like me and my husband, like we don't really focus on that. We try to. Well, he does things for me every single day. Like honestly, so I just laugh. I'm always like, well, you treat me that way every day, so it doesn't really matter. It's like, but people do make it a big deal. When you see like people with flowers and balloons carrying all this stuff, you're just like, oh, what's going on? But then, so it's just like it's sometimes exaggerated. It's commercialized, and stores are trying to sell something, um, and literally like there's guys that don't do that on a regular, and all of a sudden they're like pulling out everything for the one day. But I feel like it should be every day. You should be doing something for your partner, you know. every single day. Oh, so because that's what somebody was asking me a while ago. They said like, what is the secret like to being married? And I just said, one of the things is like you have to like the person. You really do. Because at the end, when things get hard, and the person is like, you're getting mad at each other, the person is being annoying in some way, and you're like, oh, but at the end of the day, you don't hate him. You still love him. You still like him, and you can talk to them and be like, okay, I'm sorry. I was mad, blah blah blah, and it's okay. If it's somebody that you get so mad that you want to pack your bags, that's how I gauge. I knew the other relationships where I was always ready to pack my bags every single time. With my husband, I don't feel that. I never get mad to him at him that much, and so that's one of the things is just being able to like that person. Um, and then all the stuff that a lot of people talk about, like the outside things, as I said, they don't really matter because when things are really hard, like one of the times that a couple years ago, like I was in the hospital with my husband and I was the only person there because his mom and everybody was working, so I was the one staying overnight with him. And honestly, guys, like he was on so many meds and could barely open his eyes, and I was by his bedside looking at him, and the minute he heard my voice, his eyes opened up, and that I cannot describe that feeling. Oh my god, I'm gonna get emotional. Oh, I'm gonna get emotional. Oh, he heard my voice when I walked in, and his eyes opened up, and it's like he felt like at least somebody was here, you know. And so for me, I was just like the stuff that people talk about, that like, oh, they gotta have like perfect teeth or, you know, abs and all that. That stuff really don't matter when you are married, like, cause the hard times, man, I just got emotional. Like I got teary because it's one of the, like you're really saying that when things are not good, you're gonna be there.
What's so good?
And uh, so my cream donut. What is that? Like I literally just almost cried right now, guys, because that was one of the toughest times. My husband ended up in a work accident and he chopped off half of his finger, and it was one of the toughest times for me because yeah, that year was rough. Because it took almost what, like a good 3 months for his finger to heal, and he was frustrated, and like I had to be strong, for him. And so when I watch these shows, like the shows about like Pop the Balloon, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, he has to have the perfect whatever, he has to be 6'2", blah 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 blah. I'm just like, you guys don't get it. You don't even get it, because when things, you're in the thick of it, and you're the person at somebody's bedside, and you have to make decisions, and the doctors are talking to you about this person, like this is what's going on, blah blah blah, and you are waiting for somebody to open their eyes because they're just on meds and all that stuff, and they're relying, like your voice is everything to them. I was like, this is what they mean, like when you're saying for what is it called, for death or whatever. How do you say it, the marital stuff that you have to that's what that is. It's like, OMG, this is hard. And having to be strong for someone. Yeah, yeah. And you still learn that person every single day. You can never fully know someone, because sometimes, like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that about you, and it's been 8 years. So it's just one of those things that I'm just like, wow, I'm learning as I go. Like, this is what they mean about marriage. Like, there's times that you get on each other's nerves, and at the end you're like laying down the bed like, I'm so mad and he's mad, and you're just like, okay, well, we got to figure something out because we got to see each other tomorrow. You're like, we're still gonna, take the kid, and you know what I mean, like we're still gonna be parents, and you know what, we gotta move on, like. So sometimes I laugh, and literally, like, I feel like Like my husband jokes, he says, it's like you're my comfort blanket, and I just laugh. I'm like, is it because I'm squishy and all that? And he just like, sometimes he just wants to put his leg on me, and I'm like, I'm hot, stop putting your leg on me. But that's how you feel safe. You know what I mean? Like that's comfort to him, and I'm just like, stop putting your feet on me. Sometimes I bother him, and he's like, why are you? I'm like touching. He's like, and I realize that that's it. It's you're somebody's. You feel safe with somebody, and sorry, sorry guys. My husband was like calling, and I was telling him that I'm like, you're on a live. But yeah, guys. So that's what I'm realizing. It's like the stuff that people are talking about on TV shows and all that. That's not it. It's not it. Because guess what? Looks, all that stuff, but looks, they go away. Um, they really go away. And at the end of the day, you have to be so like, this is your person, and you guys are so cool. Like you could just joke around and play around, and it's not that serious. And um, that's what I'm learning, really. Um, so the physical things, yes, like I said, it's important to be attracted to someone, but the long run is really, can you deal with that person? Like at the end of the day, um, and also the fun things, that you get to do together. So it's I don't know. So that's what I always say, like the physical things and all the stuff that people are talking about on Pop the Balloon. I just laugh because I'm like, that's not even that's not marriage. That's not the reality. This is just a show anyway. But some things that people are talking about are not really that important. Um, but yeah. Yeah, but it gets so much better, and as you learn someone, like you just start getting really comfortable, and being able to be yourself with someone is amazing. You don't have to like KFC or Chick-fil-A. Honestly, KFC. I mean, no, wait, Chick-fil-A. I like their chicken, spicy chicken sandwich. Yeah, um, with the lettuce and their sauce is the little sauce thing is pretty good too. KFC I used to be, but I got kind of tired of it. And also I just prefer to cook stuff at home. Oh, you like both? Okay. Yeah, I used to be that person. Like, I like to cook at home. I feel like whatever's out there, I can make it in some ways. Not 100%, but I enjoy cooking, so I feel like a lot of stuff I can just make it. And besides, it's easier to know what the heck you're putting in your food. So I don't know. And like my son is kind of particular too, where he likes to just eat a lot of stuff sometimes that I make at home versus like buying stuff too. He's gotten used to that, so a lot of frozen things he doesn't like. Um, yeah, it's like you know what you're putting and how you're seasoning it, and you could kind of cut down. Like, okay, maybe you don't want too much this, you could just put less of it. So once in a while, it's like it's okay, but not all the time. It's yeah, yeah. Home food is really nice. That's what I grew up on. My mom always cooked. Even when we came to this country, like she always cooked food. I'm used to coming home to food. And well, just having that family time. So for me, that was my upbringing. And to this day, even like going out all the time and just constantly ordering food is not my thing. I don't, you know, like DoorDash and Uber and all that stuff, like wow, they add up. Like I was like, why are the fees that are being charged on top of just the meal? It's like whoa. Yes, yes. And like sometimes you don't get what you want. Like you tell somebody, oh, like I want a plate of this, and you end up getting something that's just like, no, that's not what I really wanted. Now you got to go back and tell them to fix it, versus that you could have just had it the way you wanted to begin with. And then people are allergic to so many things. So sometimes something is in your food that you don't even know, and you just start feeling like really bad. Um, things touch stuff, so you can. Um, so yeah, I mean, I just get excited about seasonings, like. Is that weird? I'm like, ooh, I could try this with this. Like, I get excited about that. Like Indian seasoning, I love that. I just love how they are able to just use so many different things. And a lot of those things have a lot of good health benefits. I've been on this health thing and I've been reading so much and watching a lot of videos and I'm just fascinated by um the things that you can use that are natural that you can just use to heal your body and things that are really good for you that you don't even like it's in your food already. You could just cook with them. The pickles. So it's fascinating, like out there, like just the foods like medicine. They're medicine too, but if you don't know what's what, like you don't know. Like it's just so many things out there, and I'm just like, whoa, just fascinated reading all this stuff. So many cool stuff out there that just help with your health, you know, and you could add them to like smoothies. You can cook with them. You could drink them. It's just really there's a lot out there. So if you start early, that's all. That's one thing I could tell people is like if you're younger, like let's say late 20s, start looking up stuff that you can eat already that are really great. Not just the typical like veggies and all that, but other things too. Like look up things that you can already add. Yes, I love biryani. Start looking up things that are like that are really beneficial. So you can start just putting them in your food every single day. So in the long run, it just like your body's just functioning really well and because some of this stuff I didn't know. It took me what like almost my 40s now for me to learn all these different foods that are so beneficial to the body and I'm like wow, for digestion and for immunity and all that stuff. There's so many great stuff out there. um like I've just been just blown away reading. I'm just like putting my glasses closer like wow, that's fascinating. um and so and that's one of the things that I okay, so typically yes, vitamin D from the sun. So you have to literally sit about 20 minutes each day outside to get that enough of that. You can do vitamin D, but vitamin D, let me warn you guys once again, I had my blood work done. I was taking vitamin D supplements and my calcium levels went up. You don't want your calcium levels up. You need to balance it out with something else. So you're supposed to do a K2 and potassium with it, and then it works really well. But if you just do vitamin D by itself and you already have enough, you're going to have high calcium levels. That's what happened to me. So I had to stop taking vitamin D for a while to get my calcium levels back to normal. Calcium levels that are high is really bad for you. So I was like, oops, I overdid it. So do your blood work, figure out what vitamins you actually need. Because it was helping my mood swings. That's really one of the reasons I was taking it. My moods were with perimenopause is out of control, so I was like trying to help with that, and yeah, I overdid it. So just a heads up, guys. So go out in the sun. I don't like milk. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy milk. I don't enjoy the other types of milks that are out there. I'm just not a milk person. I don't. It doesn't do. I don't. Yeah. And then also taking calcium itself. Make sure you need it before you start taking it, because then you have an over amount of calcium. So just you need your blood work to figure out which ones you need. That's what I learned. Don't just take it because TikTok says it's good for you, but just make sure you check to make sure you need it. I learned that was one of my lessons for this month. And so yeah, sunlight, yeah, it's very important for your moods. It's important for your body. And just I don't know. I've just been. It's just amazing, guys. There's so much. Oh, TikTok is banned in your area. Oh man. Okay. Oh wow. Um. Yeah, I went on a. I just was like, I just wanted to do better for my health, and I just started reading stuff after what, like 30s. I want to say like 34 or so. I started reading up and then took a big break from reading stuff, and then I came back to it. So now I'm just like, what can I do like food wise? What can I do to help this stuff? Laughing is really important. They have laugh yoga. You have to laugh because when you laugh, it sends a signal in your brain where it's kind of it makes things go like you're okay. When you're sad and you're mad and all that stuff, it's the cortisol that gets released, and it's like making your body feel like this. It's like making your body pretty much feel like there's something wrong. So you're constantly on a mode, like a survival mode thing, and it's not good for you. So you literally have to make yourself find things to laugh about and find people that are around you that make you smile because it triggers a good thing. So it's like your body's like, this is, I'm just breaking down simply, but you can read it up on it, but there's different ways that it helps to laugh. Um, it's good to have people that love you. Love is very important. The different types, relationship ones, family, you know, um, children. There's different types of love, and you need them because they help. You're not meant to be in the world alone. Um, it's scary when people are like, I'm fine by myself. No, humans need connection. You need that. So I just don't understand how people do that. It's like what? Um, so I'm learning all this stuff, and I'm trying to feel the bucket from different things. Trying to keep stress down because I'm a very anxious person. So I have to try to. What you is a God talent? We judges for adrenaline. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean that helps with that part. You need a balance, right? You need that rush, but you also need to be able to relax. Um, to relax that brain. So it's so many things out there, guys. Like information is power. Like learning so much. Um, like quiet time is important. You need to be quiet at some time. Shut everything off. Yeah, shut everything off and get that quiet time. You know, if you're always running around, constantly on the go, and you have so much noise around, you need to shut it down and just be quiet. I pray a lot. I know everybody has their different beliefs. Prayer is one of the things that I started really focusing on. I just take a minute to talk to God and explain whatever is going on with me. Sometimes there's tears involved, and that's okay. I just talk like I'm talking to, a regular, like I'm not doing any special anything. I just talk to God, and I'm telling them how I feel and release that. So that's very, very important for me. Um, it's been very helpful because when I just feel like just the anxiety's kicking in, and I'm like, I just shut everything down. When it's all quiet, nobody's home, I just go into my little area and I just do that. Um, I call my mom often. My mom she's retired in Africa, so I call her often. I just talk to her, see how she's doing, and we laugh back and forth, and that helps me because she understands, obviously she's my mom, and I could talk to her about motherhood and how stressful it is at times and all that stuff, and we just laugh it, it's like, and I feel better. So it's all important, guys. You have to it's all a part of your health, emotional health, physical health. Um, it's really crucial. Um, yeah, me time, very, very, very important. You know, it's the world is so noisy, which is weird because sometimes you don't even realize that, but it's so noisy that you really have to shut everything off around you. You don't even realize it. Like sometimes you're just consuming a certain thing and you don't even realize it until one day you just like, whoa, this whole time I've been in a lot of noise. Social media is noise. Um, it's noise. So, turning off your phones. That I'm struggling with that, but it's one of the things I have to work on because there has to be a time where I just shut it off and leave it alone. Um, Yeah. Yeah, it's really important, guys. Like really, really focus on that. And what else can I say? Yeah, that's the things that I'm learning that I wish I could tell my younger self. Um, like at least or late 20s, to really look up what I could have done better to try to really focus on those things. Getting the physical, emotional. And another thing that I've noticed that as I'm getting older, there's stuff that I didn't deal with, and now it's like I have to deal with them. I have to face them. And whatever traumas or things that I had in the past, I have to deal with them. It's not a choice. Like I could just park it. You know how they say park it? It's not a choice. Like you have to deal because they stop you from moving on. It's like you have to deal with them. So that's one another thing that I'm realizing is like as you get older, you have to face them. Whatever things that were bothering you back in whatever that like how they say like if you had, for example, maybe an issue with a parent that you don't get along, like as you get older, it becomes so intense that you have to fix that in some way. You have to come to some peace. Oh, you're not sleeping over here. It's almost 3 p.m. So we're still awake. I just forgiveness, like letting things go. If somebody hurt you, you have to literally find a way to let it go. Um, it's just like that's what I'm really realizing. It's like the trauma or anything you carried around that you don't want to deal with. You have to when you get older because now it's just like, you know, you need to be able to sleep at night. So you need to figure out how to fix it. And I'm talking to myself, really, because sometimes you just carry on stuff. You carry so much, and you're like, I'm fine, and you're not. Um, those are the things I'm realizing. Yeah, because they say that it's like you're the bigger person, right? Is that what you mean? Yeah, because it's like you become the bigger person, and you say, because the forgiveness thing is not just it's not for them, right? They say it's for you or something like that, right? Because it's like you're yeah. So it allows you once you do that and you really mean it and you say I'm letting this go. Yeah, big heart person. And you say I'm letting this go, whatever, whatever. It's like yeah. Yeah, it's like okay, this person you hurt me. I forgive you and you mean it. You're not just saying it to just, you really have to fully feel that, and you say I'm ready to move on and I'm leaving that, and stuff like that because later on you're just forced to deal with it. Um yeah, it's because you know how they say like you have skeletons in the closet, like as you get older those skeletons that you have in the closet they're just popping up. They're just coming out, and so it's like now you have to face them. Sometimes you close the closet back up again and you think you're good and you're not because something will trigger you, and now you're like, oh, I guess I never dealt with that one thing. And it's interesting because I'm going through that, so it's like I can speak on it very well. It's like um yeah, it's just and also just for your mental well-being, you want to be better. You don't want to be just holding on to all that stuff. um and your heart is heavy and all that, over things that happened. And um you said Taco Bell. No, I don't like Taco Bell anymore. Taco Bell will cause you to go to the bathroom, and I don't like that. That was random. Wait, how old are you? Taco Bell, my son is like, no, I'm not trying to go to the bathroom. Taco Bell. My son is like, no, no, no. It's like a laxative, a natural laxative. No, the it depends on what you get. If you get the burrito with the beans, you're gonna be in the bathroom. No, I'm just kidding. If you get a taco with the hard shell and like lettuce and a little bit of meat, that's okay. But something about that burrito with stuff in the I'm just dying because yeah, you gonna be in the bathroom. I don't like that. I would try to avoid Taco Bell at all costs. Like
I can't even prep.
but even Chipotle, I don't like Chipotle as much anymore. I used to be a Chipotle addict, and then I was like, no, this stuff I don't like the taste anymore. It feels very I something just is not right. I'm not excited about it anymore. I used to be that person that was like Chipotle, Chipotle every single like every week. My paycheck used to go to Chipotle. Now I'm like I could pass it by. I don't care. Just like Panda Express, I was that girl for Panda Express. I was there all the time, and then I realized the rice was too dry. They were being stingy with it because they would scoop it a certain way. I'm like, girl, go in there and scoop that. Give me that rice. Like, why are you being like a certain way with it? The unlimited Pepsi option. No, 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 no. You don't even need all that. You don't need that. Unlimited Pepsi. You are funny. I just said I was like, no, I am no fast food stuff. I'm just kind of over it. I think I went through my stages of just eating a lot of fast food back in the day, and now it's like, no, I want to cook my own stuff. I don't. I just prefer to go home to a nice meal that I made. I rather wait. I'll wait it out and go back home, because I make my own coffee now too. Like Starbucks, I'm really trying to stay away from as much as I can, and just do my iced coffee. Unlimited Pepsi. The big one, right? The big thing. Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah, but I feel like fast food is just I just kind of lost a taste for it. I'm not as excited as I used to be about it. Now I'm a foodie. Yes, I like food, but it's not the same for me. I rather wait. Well, yeah, one glass of Well, I mean, enjoy. Are you young? If you're still young, enjoy. But as you get older, it's just like I'm trying not to even drink too much of that stuff now. I'm really trying to watch it because I was like, man, when I was in college, that's all I was doing. It's just like constantly, and I had my little money. I was like, I getting the big frappuccinos, the huge ones, and then I would have like a Chipotle or something together with that. My paycheck, when I looked at my bank account, it was always like loaded with food. The category, yeah, the food was the main category back in the day, and yeah, I mean, now it's like no, no, I just can't. It's just like I'm not excited about it like I used to be anymore. I don't know. It just feels like I don't know. I just feel like it's different for me now. You know, and like if I get fast food, I just get like a chicken sandwich. Um, because also like it's just I don't know like. And that's one of the reasons I became a coffee addict was because of college. Like I was constantly drinking caffeine, and I just got into it to the point where, oh my gosh, just coffee, 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 just chugging down coffee. And sometimes I chugged coffee, and I'm like, I don't even need to wake up early. What am I? But the instant noodles, the sodium levels are so high. That's the only thing that I worry about. The sodium levels are in instant in ramen noodles and all that is so high. So I have to literally water it down and pour it out. Yeah, it's like I don't drink that soup. I just water it down, then pour it out, and just try to eat most of the noodles and not drink that soup. It's just I was like, whoa, that's a lot of sodium. So I just, yeah, they say read labels and all that. It's just amazing. The stuff is so much. Yeah, that once a month, okay, I can see that. But if you do it like almost daily, whoo, you gotta pour out that water. So you just keep a little bit of it, and but I'm happy that I'm a little bit better with that because I was that person like, oh my gosh, like my paycheck just was always going to fast food something, and I just when I realized it, I was like, whoa, what am I doing? So now in my 40s, I'm not as crazy about fast food stuff anymore. I'm just like, and just reading stuff. I said, wow. But I don't judge, if you are. Like I do eat good food that I cook. I enjoy that a lot. So that's what I enjoy eating. It's like I enjoy eating more, but I'm eating the foods things that I have at home, you know. So like the one thing that I will never let go of is rice. I'm a rice addict. I don't want to. I don't care what they say that white rice is bad for you and you're supposed to eat brown or whatever. I'm not letting go of rice. I'll stop something else, but rice, I can't. No. I'm not letting it go. I refuse. I'm like, no. Rice is life. So no, no, no. Okay, so everybody left. Okay, guys. So I guess I gotta go. There's nobody else on here. I'll try to come back later on.